What's going on, Libra? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Libra. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Because guess what, Libra? It's your general energy weekly spread. I said, okay, the sidebar, Libra. At the beginning of this thing, it was just like, I was trying to figure out what to do with this weekly spread. And it's just like, do I do sparklers? Do I need to get some like doves? It's just, we're nature of my problem. Let's get back to you, Libra. Because with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this reading, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Libra. So I'm going to be pulling a few oracle cards from this deck, and then we'll get some tarot cards to get some details on the mix. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if you all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Libra. Oh, alrighty. So we got the 5th card of Virgos here, which is the headache card. And with this card, this is a card of poor health, dis-ease, illness, unpleasant, crisis, emergency, blood or body signal, needing self-care, problem, root cause, annoying, disagreeable, something's off, pain, and underlying conditions. And so Libra, just to kind of get this out the way, know that this isn't medical advice, but if some of us have been feeling like our health has been kind of just not been feeling so great as of late, you know, maybe we've been really busy at work, or maybe just in life, you know, just been kind of going, you know, maybe might be feeling a little exhausted, or maybe we have been feeling maybe some kind of headaches or things and something along those lines. But if whatever the indicator may be, we do want to make sure that we are paying attention to those body signals, Libra, because yes, it's, you know, I get when we're in a situation where we need a push sometimes to kind of get through these things, you know, maybe we have like deadlines to meet, whatnots, totally understand that. But we have to, at some point, I guess we don't have to, but at some point, you know, you gotta, because here's the thing. If this vessel is not in good shape, if you're not able to run like you can, how can you do your best work? How can we bring beauty, balance, and you know, and justice if we're, you know, if we're not bringing that stuff here, you know, finding that, you know, making sure that we're just that everything is taken care of, you know, so make sure just like, you know, just as it makes sense, you know, if we have been running kind of busy, maybe when we do have some downtime, really be intentional with it, you know, maybe surround yourselves with some calming music, maybe take yourself a bubble bath, or maybe even just going for a walk, Libra, you know, maybe getting outside if we worked at like a sedentary job, maybe if we're working at home or cooped up in the office all day, just sometimes getting some fresh air, getting some sun, getting out there, and just kind of can even help get the energies moving. So just something to think about there, Libra. And I mean, come on, you're ruled by the Empress. You're an Empress, so absolutely self-care. I mean, come on. No, an Empress, and you know, Empresses, you know, she can't do her best work, but another thing, Libra, if you're in like a situation, let's say if this is like a work thing, and maybe it's not that you're stressed because of the work, it's just maybe just work just stresses you out. Maybe if you know what I mean, or maybe if we're in like a relationship that has some sort of, there's like dis-ease or any sort of like weird tension or things. It's paying attention to those signs, Libra. And if something in your body is telling you that, like, you know, something feels off, this isn't working out, it's, you know, just disagreeable, you know, I feel that if this is like a work thing, you know, where I wouldn't say necessarily quit your job, but maybe we wanna, if it's not conducive to your health or to your growth, then maybe let's find, you know, put some resumes out there. You know, we're getting into summer season, you know, things are kind of hot right now, you know, or at least I'm thinking so. You know, check out the job market, Libra. But And then if this is a relationship, this could be something we're just having a conversation because, Virgo, they're ruled by Mercury. Mercury's all about communication. And that could be, because maybe if there's like something that's feeling off, there might just need to be, it might be like a misunderstanding or something along those lines. But again, if you still feel that something is not feeling right, then, we got to adjust as it makes sense. But yeah, let's get some tarot on this and get some more details. Let's see what we got here, Libra. Ooh, Libra. Alrighty. So you got the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Judgment card, all in reverse here. And so, Libra, I really feel like for a lot of you, if this is resonating with you, let me not put this on you. If this is resonating with you, Libra, then I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, it's time to slow down and really pay attention to our bodies at this moment, because the Knight of Pentacles is Taurus's card. And Taurus, being the fact that you two share a ruler, Taurus is more, their energy deals with more of like the tactile senses, your touch, your touch, taste, hearing, all of those realms. And I bring that up just to say that when they're really in tune with themselves, or how do I want to put this, Libra, that Taurus, they're known as like the slowest zodiac sign just because they're the fixed earth sign. But I feel like that's because with them having such acute senses, they need to be present to pay attention to all the stimuli that are going down. And that's what I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is saying. Slow down and pay attention to all the signals that your bodies are giving. Not even just for signals of like indicators of your health, but just even like your intuition as well. If something isn't feeling right, if something's not resonating with you, then what needs to change? What's preventing us from getting to this next step? What can get us to a place of where things are flowing a little bit easier, where we're starting to feel not so much maybe stress or tension or maybe soreness or anything of the bodies, And when we get eyes on that, Libra, then that helps lead to this ascension. You got some really powerful transformation cards here, and I feel like this is going to be a really great time for you to really put yourself first and make sure that we are prioritizing our health, because listen, none of this stuff can get accomplished if you're not running at your best. And it's going to be hard to get to the next chapter of after the Judgment card is the World, where we're getting to the completion of a cycle. So, this energy really, when I think about Virgo energy, this being the fifth card of Virgo, one of the things a couple of things that that Virgo covers is health and routines. And so I feel like really, Libra, making you a routine can really start changing these energies in a direction towards harmony, towards balance, towards, just towards, feeling better. And then you're able to move through this journey a lot easier, when we're more in tune with the bodies and we're listening to those signals that are saying like, hey, this ain't working no more. All right, Libra. Nice little start there. I dig that. Listen. If I got a reading and they're just like do some self-care, okay. All right. I guess if I had to put in any kind of work, that's I feel like this is the most desirable kind of work right there. But let's get another tarot on the mix, or let's get another oracle card. Okay, so you got the second card of Sagittarius here, which is the Dice card. And with this card, this is a card of gamble, taking a risk, luck, playing games, chances are, roll with it, random results, win-loss, uncertain outcome, playing the game, potential, fate, and what happens next. And I feel like with this, maybe for some of us, if that part of that was resonating with us as if, something doesn't feel right, whether this be in a relationship, this could even be like maybe a living situation, or maybe even, again, maybe with our jobs, then I feel that it's where, sometimes taking a risk on, changing things up, seeing like, when we're thinking about like, like changing things up, you know, and like moving, you know, when we've had like enough. Sometimes we can get a little hesitant with that, because when you go and when you've been operating in a certain energy for a long time, especially if you've been feeling maybe in this, you know, just kind of this in dis-ease and for stuff for a while, your body almost kind of gets used to that. And it's not that it doesn't want to get better, but it's just like when you start to change or even thinking about changing the narrative, there's always like that little bit of resistance, just because we've gotten so maybe fixed in a way of operating for so long. But I feel like that this is saying where yes, you know, sometimes changing up these things may not feel comfortable in the moment, but it's going to be worth it in the long run, Libra. You know, just if we're thinking about, you know, raising our vibration, doing things, you know, separating from things that, because even just like, for example, just even thinking about a job, even if a job is not toxic, or even if a job is toxic, or, you know, just has you exhausted, you know, sometimes we're willing to sacrifice some stuff because we're thinking about like, okay, well, yeah, it's doing this, but it's, you know, providing my financial security, you know, keeping my bills paid and stuff. And where, yes, that's important, but that's not everything. You know, there's more to life than just because what's the point of having all this foundation and this material stuff if we're not healthy enough to enjoy it, Libra? So I just feel like this is something that it might be a little bit of an adjustment at first, you know, getting out of this, whatever this situation that's, you know, in a harmonious situation, but could potentially be worth it in the long run, especially if it's something that's going to get your health back up, you know, raise your vibration and all those things. But kind of even moving away from this, from the headache here, the dice card, you know, Libra, if we're thinking about taking just an opportunity in general, you know, if this is just like, this could be for, maybe we're thinking about making a move, or maybe starting up a business or something along those lines. And if we're feeling a little, if we've been running, Libra, hold on, if we've been feeling a little just like apprehensive or uncertain or anything along those lines, you know, weigh the pros and cons. And listen, I get where, you know, yours being the sign of balance, you know, you can see all of the different you know, see things from 100 different angles. And listen, if that gets to a place where we're still, if we sit down, make these lists, and we're still not quite sure which one we're feeling more, then maybe talk about this thing, Libra. Maybe get a second opinion, just like, hey, what do you think about this stuff? You know, I've been, you know, on one hand, blah, 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 and on another hand, blah, blah, and just see what happens. Maybe someone can provide some insight for you, know, help you kind of help move these decisions along. But let's get some more tarot on this. Alrighty, Libra. Okay. Ooh, a small little stack here. Okay, Libra, so you have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups up right here. And then we have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And so, I will say, Libra, just thinking before we move back to this, because this energy kind of ties in with here too, but just talking about those opportunities and things. I feel that when we're thinking about taking these risks, Libra, we're in an era right now. I really feel like where the energies are going, we're at a time where, yes, we want to take risks, but, you know, calculated risk. You know, you don't want to put any kind of security at or put yourself in like a precarious place or anything. But we do want to take some chances, because you know, Ace of Pentacles, all they are seeds. You know, they're opportunities. You know, but we have to do something with it. We have to nurture these ideas into being. And I feel like part of the thing when we think about taking these risks is asking ourselves, what's really preventing us from doing this thing? You know, is it a place of fear? You know, are we just kind of caught up in our thoughts, or are we missing, or do we feel like we're missing resources, or that, you know, whatever that is, I feel like make sure that we're being honest with ourselves, you know, about why we're not wanting to take this risk. And if it's something that if it's just something that it seems like it's in your head, Libra, I feel like go for it, because what better way to prove yourself wrong than to go try this thing, see what could possibly happen. Because here's the thing, if we're thinking we're going to fail but we don't do anything, that's, I feel like, even worse than failing. Because at least if you go and try this thing and you fail, at least you have something to learn for next time. Then we can find a way to get more creative. That's how we grow and learn and expand, Sagittarius. But it's facing those things, Libra, head on, and just seeing what opportunities or what potential it might bring out for you. Sure, the outcome may be uncertain. And here's the thing too, it's like we can sit there and paint all of the ways that it can go wrong, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. It's good to have backup plans for that. But then we want to think about all the ways that it's going to go great too, because if it's something that you're thinking about and something you're passionate about, there's got to be some great and exciting things about it. So just something to think about there. But I'm also kind of getting with this too, Libra, just kind of tying back to this kind of like that headache card. If there's something that's just not flowing right and the energies, it's affecting your abundance, then again, we gotta face the truth and be okay. What can we do to get out of this? And then too, when you get out of these situations, do take a moment and just kind of reflect on that. What did you learn from this thing? Because even if it wasn't like where an ideal situation, there's still always nuggets of wisdom in that stuff. We don't get into things just randomly. It may feel like it, but everything has a purpose in the long run, Libra. It's all meant to, again, show you how resourceful you can be, broaden that imagination, and really just get you feeling in a great place again, to where, because once we get out of this place of dis-ease, then your creativity starts sparking up, our passions start coming through, all the energies start really aligning here. So just something to think about, Libra. Dope. Alrighty. Let's get your last oracle card here. Alrighty, Libra. Last little bit here. We got the 7th card of Capricorns here, which is the Forked Road card. And with this card, this is a card of direction change, options, free will choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, the moment of truth, crisis, possibilities, turning point, and change in circumstances. And it looks like, Libra, depending on how you might be resonating with, we do have a choice that we need to make. Do we want to stay, if we're in this headache situation, is there... Because, when we're thinking about this stuff that's causing us dis-ease, just when we're in, again, this isn't health advice, but we do want to be in a place where we want to be mindful and just be aware that if we catch ourselves saying like, gosh, I'm just always so tired all the time, I'm always this, I'm always that, it's not perpetuating that problem and keeping that thing going. It's just like, it's catching, like when you get caught up in a loop like that, it's like pausing. It's just like, whoa, it's like, okay, I'm noticing this theme. Do I want to stay in this loop here? Do I want to change direction and see what new opportunities, how I can grow from this? And it may take a little work. It may take a cycle or two, but it's going to lead to your, especially, if we're, bringing ourselves back in harmony, it's going to lead to your benefit in the long run. But even a little bit bigger, to even think about taking the risk. Because here's the thing, Libra, you do have a choice with this decision, whether if we want to keep it, play it safe this go around, there's nothing, you're in a judgment-free zone and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's just like, if we're not ready to take maybe that direction change, okay, that's fine. What can we do in the meantime until we're ready to maybe make a next move? Or if we're deciding to go with that thing, go knowing that opportunities, sure, there may be good, a little bad in there, but there are going to be lessons in there, and it's gonna make you you're gonna gain more compassion, more experience, and just become just a more well-rounded being in general, Libra. But I do feel just overall, if there's something that hasn't been working, then it's time to change the circumstances, Libra. We can only stay, and it just depending on how it resonates, you know, we can only stay in a, because here's the thing. If we stay in a situation that is causing us dis-ease and things along those lines, we're sure what let's say if this is work, for example, where yes, you know, like that might be a toxic place, all this stuff, all these things, but at some point, now that we've acknowledged that, if we're staying, you know, we gotta take responsibility, because like no one's keeping you here, Libra. No one can tell you to do anything. You know, only you can change this path. So just a little something to think about there. But let's get some tarot on this and get some more details. That's right. I'm with it. Tell him, Devil. You got the Devil card in reverse here. You got the Three of Pentacles, and then we got the Eight of Pentacles. And absolutely, Libra, you know, when we're thinking about this, you know, again, that thing that, and you know, this could even be, you know, maybe this is getting in like maybe we had like a gambling thing, or like a drug, sex, alcohol, you know, self-deprecation, whatever that may be translating at. But the whole point of this, I feel that this reading here, Libra, is getting in a different routine, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles, and working on getting yourself back in balance and back to getting where everything is feeling, again, harmonious, and that everything is working well for you. And this could be something too, again, if you're having troubles, you know, figuring out, you know, maybe we need some assistance in this. You know, the Three of Pentacles can also be a card of collaboration, because listen, dealing with vices and things along those lines, or however this may be looking, can be tough sometimes. But the Devil's not doing this stuff to keep you down. It's just to show you like, hey, you know, this is what we've been working on. This is what you've been trying to improve. How you feeling? You feeling still strong about this thing? If not, what do we need to do to tweak? You know, what else do we need to, what other stuff do we need to get eyes on to help, you know, move this journey along? But, you know, a lot of Capricorn energy, but it's work sometimes, you know, with this growth, but the reward is worth it in the long run. It's just going to take a little patience, Libra. More. All right, last little bit here, Libra. Okay, absolutely. All right, Libra, you got the Nine of Cups in reverse here, and then let's switch back over. Because here's the thing, Libra. It's like I've been saying, if we stay, the Nine of Cups is being in the energy it's feeling the energy that you want to attract. And if we've just been feeling dis-ease, been feeling, you know, tension, discomfort, whatever that might be translating, it's just like, how can we fix that? What stuff can we do to get us feeling in a better place? Because Nine of Cups, if we keep attracting that state of, just keep staying in that loop again of just, gosh, everything seems to be, you know, this, or why am I so tired? Why am I this? You know, why is this going down? Why, you know, then that's going to be the narrative. That's going to be the story. And then it's going to be hard to change that thing. You know, if that's what we keep painting, we keep living, excuse me, in that Devil moment. But this whole thing, I mean, you came out the box ready for some change, Libra. So if your body is telling you that, if your intuition is been giving you signals, go get that Ace of Pentacles, because there's abundance around you. But we have to raise our vibration so that we can see it from a higher perspective and see what opportunities are coming our way. So I like this, you know, because the Nine of Cups, Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter rules Pisces, one of their rulers, and in order to get that abundance, Libra, you know, it's creating that. Pisces is very imaginative, very dreamy energy. That's another thing too. Like I was saying, it's one thing to just dream this stuff, but it's another, in order to, first we feel it, Nine of Cups, we ask ourselves, what do we want to feel? That's the Nine of Cups, and then we put it into action, Nine of Coins, so that we can get to that Ten of Coins, that Ten of Cups, that Empress energy. So, alrighty, I think I'm going to leave that there, Pisces. I'm going to leave that there, Libra. Look at Pisces always causing trouble. But give that a thumbs up if anything resonated with you, Libra. And share this if you know someone who might be at a crossroads or maybe has been kind of running a little, energy's been a little low or something along those lines. You know, let's help raise that vibration. Help get these empresses back balanced here. And then subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week. And then I'm on this might be something to think about while you're going through this healing and such. I've been on this meditation app, Insight Timer, for years. And I created a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post positive affirmations, encouraging messages, you know, talk about your story, you know, talk about the challenges, you know, and how you overcame this stuff, how we turned this devil situation into a win here. And then, you know, as the group grows, definitely want to do some meditations. You can schedule different meditation things. Maybe I'll do getting over, you know, conquering our vices with the devil or something along those lines. Who knows? I got all kinds of stuff, you know, change with the death card. We're cooking up some stuff, but all that information's in the description box. And then lastly, I don't see any Cancerian cards here, but if you got any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever, Libra, come on over to my other channel, The Sheridan Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. You got the Ace of Swords in reverse, or upright. And I like that. And while I'm getting your Oracle card, with the Ace of Swords, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Because when we get eyes on this stuff, when we understand where the source of, where the root of the problem is, Libra, you know, whatever's causing this dissonance and dis-ease and things, we got to do something with it. It's one thing to know it, but it's another to, again, put it into action. Because otherwise, we're just, it's just, you know, it's like having it's like having the cure for the flu but not doing anything with it, you know what I mean? But, and that's a weird example, but I do feel that there's going to be an understanding that comes with this thing, Libra, when you do start working on these things. And I feel like it's going to help change how you go about maybe working in the future, you know, because I feel like, because your Oracle card here, you got the memory card upright, and I feel that it's about making new memories, in the sense of, like, if we've been just so used to just like pushing all the time and putting ourselves second, you know, not really doing self-care, or, you know, putting up with certain situations or things along those lines. Those things are in the past, Libra. You know, we're constantly changing and evolving all the time. And where, sure, we could live in that memory of dis-ease and things, or we can live in a time of Ace of Pentacles and honestly of Judgment. I mean, because these are beautiful cards here, the Death card and Judgment here. And you know what? I mean, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, I mean, and pretty much we've got the flavor of this time, Libra. Granted, you know, it's going to be a big time for Aquarius, but it's going to be an equally great time for air signs, because once Pluto officially gets settled in, these next couple years, Pluto's going to be forming trines with your air sign, wherever you have Libra placement. So talk about a transformative time for you, absolutely. But the nice thing about the trine energy is that it's going to be easy energy. You know, it can be, if we see the opportunities for what they are, you know, and realize that we can change the narrative and stuff. So just a little extra, little something to think about there, Libra. So, alrighty, I think I'll leave that there. So, you stay safe out there, you know, self-care, and raise your vibration through the roof. Take this time, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.